John Nutt, Eat, Pray, Fight, Fox Sports Asia. We're going around the world in 30 fights. We've got 3 different combat sports in 3 different parts of the globe. London at the O2 Arena for BKB 17, and then we head over to Las Vegas, Nevada for UFC 239. And then we head back around the globe. The King of 9 Limbs is going on in full effect. First stop on this Strikeforce mission is the land of London town, BKB 17. There was a lot of familiar faces, so we got to see Sammy, the lovely lady that wraps the hands. Good old Jim Freeman Dove and Joe were there, obviously, but the guy that I always love seeing the most is Glenn McCory. Good old Smudger Smith there, probably the best sleeves in the house. Big Joe Egan was there as well. Man's been in lots of movies.
I'm a big fan of the fight game, and this is as real as it gets.
Give him my arm, don't miss it.
When I go to see BKB, I think of Daniel Day, because there will be blood. The card was absolutely filled with knockouts. I mean, literally. Go back and Google that card because it was knockouts. A lot of them in the first round, some round 3s, but a lot of early stoppages in that card.
Oh, what a shot there. But Mason could be in a bit of trouble against it. They were powerful. He earned him. Knows he's ahead. I really think that.
The atmosphere at BKB is obviously always electrifying. My favorite match of the evening, though, was the Ricardo Bon Franco against Jimmy James Connolly. He needs to be a character in a Guy Ritchie movie. He really does walk the walk, talk the talk.
Oxford Asia, that's going on.
Yeah, man. I'm very excited. Very excited for
the
you.
next episode, won't we?
He's basically like a Noel Gallagher that can fight. I don't know if he can play the guitar, but he can definitely fight.
Something very dangerous. Canelli offered there. There might be a straight to the hook. This audience is loving this. There's a jab.
Ricardo Bon Franco. Franco has fought the mixed martial arts before, but he is really making his way in the world of BKB.
Oh, good shot from him. Franco, that was a good shot. Where he's got to throw punch. He threw it and missed. Oh, he's getting out of right there. Oh, Franco's got the edge. And keep going to the body. Right there. Oh, good body shot from Franco. Unreal. What a special fight. My friends, you witnessed one of the great bare-knuckle boxing fights without a shadow that we've ever seen.
Look to see more of Mr. Ricardo Franco in the BKB ring in the future.
BKB debut from Tijuana in Mexico. The best bare-knuckle boxer the world has ever seen. Jimmy coming back. He did. Jimmy lit him up. Oh, he's caught Jimmy there. That's it's going to be very dangerous. Jimmy's in a lot of danger.
This is a money changer for Edgar to win this title.
He's caught Jimmy as well. That is not what Jimmy wants to do. You don't want to get in the wall, does he? No, he doesn't need to do that. Where to droop? And then the right, and then the left, and then the right.
Highlight fight of the night was obviously Sweeney staying in there. He got knocked down in the first round. Eddie didn't capitalize on it, though, and he came up a little bit short.
Oh, there it is. Oh, no, that one. Jimmy landed the clean one there. Sweeney wants to do a wall. Oh, straight right by Jimmy. He's got him in trouble. Oh, the Puerta back. And Jimmy standing in there. Oh, Puerta rips him with the right hand, and Jimmy fires back.
Kudos and congrats to both men, but it was Sweeney that took home the belt that evening.
Well, what a night. That's it from us at the O2, from Robin Reed and myself. Good night.
Another very tight event, production quality through the roof. A little after party time is always on the books, but we have to cut it short because we are off to the United States of fisticuffs. We took the long way around the globe and the long way around the states as I went from Philadelphia to Boston, stopped off in Montana to try to feed a couple deer, ride a Clydesdale or two like I'm in Game of Thrones, and then hop over to Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada. 24 hours a day, this place is rolling, baby. The UFC, my friends, No vacation, though. I am not Mr. Griswold. Chevy Chase, eat your heart out. Speaking of eat your heart out, that fettuccine, thick, straight to my thighs. Italy. This place is a mall of food. Not only Italian food, they got everything, but cold cuts and pastas was what we were going there for. In reality, I'm not on the other side of the planet. Although we're Fox Sports Asia, nothing Asian about this except for my wife. Mandalay. It's in Myanmar, but there's also a Mandalay in Las Vegas. Again, synergy, bring it all together. If you want to sponsor me, feel free. It was great to be backstage and catch all the action. Johnny Walker was there. That guy's trained in Thailand, a.k.a. Thailand to be precise. Ran into the carpenter, Clay Guida. Ran into a whole bunch of familiar faces. I don't think I have to really describe the animosity in this George Masvidal versus Ben Askren fight. These guys are yin and yang, polar opposites.
Bring him, baby. There's not too many people that I genuinely dislike. He's one of them. He's a punk.
They obviously didn't like each other. You could taste it. It was palpable. And it tasted great. It was like a lovely steak from Montana. My cousin decided to go to the bathroom because he didn't want to miss the fight. Logan Maurer, you missed the action, buddy. He got there right when I was yelling, Booyaka shot. 5 seconds later, fastest knockout in UFC history.
That's 5 seconds.
Jorge! 2 championship bouts on the card. John Jones was not only defending his championship belt against Thiago Santos, but Amanda Nunes, probably one of the baddest women on the planet, was defending her title against Holly Holm. Holly Holm, I think everybody would have said if she was going to win, it was going to be via a big head kick. Reversal of fortune, my friend.
Amanda Nunes, ladies and gentlemen!
Santos versus Jones was a fantastic fight, and again, I think a lot of people respect Santos. He did a great job. He tore his ACL and MCL. His knee was all jacked up. The reason I love the guy is because he's repped by one of my favorite people in combat sports, Diesel Diva. He's through sports. The Diesel Diva is one of the biggest supporters of combat sports throughout the globe. But I will tell you what, this woman, without this woman, Southeast Asia and Asia in general would not have what it has today.
It was super necessary.
Why were they necessary?
Jorge Masvidal just used the line, Ben Askren's face is a magnet for crotches.
Then the fight is over.
Like Triple H and Triple C. Henry Cejudo is absolutely cringeworthy, but that guy is hilarious. Also, the Predator, Francis Ngannou, was there. Man's fist is bigger than my head. And just like London, before we have any chance to get any R&R in, I've got a mission to Burma. Mandalay, Myanmar, played host to the King of Nine Limbs. That's right, this Eat, Pray, Fight has been bookended by Bare Knuckle. This is a sick belt, crown jewel of Letway, the WLC belt. In the future, this will be known as the toughest tough man belt on the planet. Because as you can see right here, she didn't go heavy. She didn't go as heavy as some of the other people that we saw that rocked the gauze. Big shout out to the commentators of this event, good old Andrew Whitelaw, my partner in crime at Fox Sports Asia, and Robin Black. He's got the 1-minute breakdowns. Former rock star, such as myself, played a lot in Germany. He's big in Germany. He's like Hasselhoff. Don't hassle with Robin Black.
Man, just think about where we are and what we're doing. Just think about it. This is a 2,000-year-old martial art that these athletes have dedicated their life to these moments. Every fight to me, every show is very special. These moments they're precious. You know, human beings have dedicated their life to self-improvement and development and knowledge to then pit themselves against each other just in those moments, and then they'll never get them back. It's so vital. There's nothing. Why are we spending 29 hours on a plane for this.
Yeah.
Because it's special, like it's meaningful.
The episode in part on, which was an adventure, that was our debut for WLC, and that was electric. That's one of the biggest buzzes I've ever got from a live combat sport. There's something special not only about Letway, there's something very special about WLC, the walkouts, the matchups, the production, and just the general vibe. This is the biggest one they've ever done, so buzzed to be a part of it.
2 fists, 2 elbows, 2 knees, 2 kicks, and 1 head. 9 limbs. We got 2 championship bouts on the line. Artur Solodiak versus Sasha Moisa, and of course, King of Letway, Dave LeDuc is back to take on his toughest opponent yet in Seth Brzezinski, an 11-time UFC veteran. The WLC, the King of 9 Limbs, Eat, Pray, Fight.
Big shot to the body.
As per usual in Myanmar, the crowd goes absolutely nuts. This is the older, bigger, badder brother of Muay Thai.
And then the spin. Oh! Puts together the triple, the 3-piece.
Win, Tran, Nat! Another highlight fight was definitely the ladies of Letway. The ladies of Letway have their new category, and they are being repped hardcore. This little French devil in the red corner, man, did she have some shots to the face. Sasha Moisa is just a scary individual. Ukrainian, kind of reminds me of most hitmen characters from old 80s action movies. This dude is a stone cold killer. Sasha Moisa took on Artur Solodiak. Solodiak being the champion, Artur looked a lot bigger, and the challenger came in and did what he did. Seen Dave fight multiple times in Myanmar now. The thing is, there's a lot of people on the internet, these keyboard warriors, that say that he's never taken on anybody his own size. Well, duck, duck, goose to you, my friend. He's taken on somebody that's a little bit bigger than him in Seth Brzezinski. But when Seth came in there and got the taste, the sting of the gloveless fist on his face, you could see that it was a major game changer for him. He had the cut underneath his right eye. He was like a lion, but a lion in the ocean swimming with a great white shark known as Dave LeDuc. Just moments later in the fight, Dave LeDuc was crowned again, the King of Letway here at the WLC King of 9 Limbs. People wonder why I wear sunglasses all the time, and the reason I do is because Dave LeDuc's future is so bright, it's absolutely blinding. But now he has a huge target on his back as more and more foreigners come to this beautiful sport. Dave, watch yourself. 3 countries, 3 continents, 3 events around the world in 30 fights. I'm John Nutt, your host. This is Fox Sports Asia's Eat, Pray, Fight.